Hey guys, so today I want to come at you with some more dupes. Yes, my eyebrows are very thick today. I was kind of in a thick mood, whatever that is. But anyway, let's just jump straight into it. Let's get on with the dupes. Okay, so recently Makeup Revolution, they came out with their Pro line and it just automatically reminded me of the Sephora Pro palettes. These are not 100% exact, they're not 100% on the nose, but they definitely are reminiscent of the Sephora Pro palettes. I think the Revolution range has more palettes than the Sephora Pro range, but I feel like they're trying to follow in that kind of direction. They have like a really colourful one, and they have more muted ones. And the thing is with the Makeup Revolution ones is that they are around the same price as their I Heart Makeup palettes, you know, their chocolate bar palettes. It's around the same price as that. So I'm not too sure what sets those two apart because they are around the same price. So I don't know. Next is the I Heart Chocolate Peaches and the Sweet Peach palette by Too Faced. This is literally shade for shade, literally shade for shade. And the Makeup Revolution one smells like peaches as well. It's actually quite a pleasant smell, and it performs really well too. I must say that it is on the top tier of the Makeup Revolution, of the I Heart Chocolate palette range. It's definitely on the top range. The top half of that is definitely ranking at the top of that range, if that makes sense. So I think if you were to get this one instead of the Too Faced one, you would not be disappointed. It's literally shade for shade the same kind of thing. Yeah, no. The Wet n Wild Not a Basic Peach and the Kylie Vacation palette. Now, the Not a Basic Peach palette has been compared to another palette. I can't remember which one it is off the top of my head, but as soon as I saw this palette, it automatically reminded me of the Vacation palette. I don't know why. Maybe it's that one pop color in there, and I know they're not 100% exactly the same, but I definitely see a resemblance. I most definitely see a resemblance between the two. So I think if you missed out on the Vacation palette, you could always pick up the Wet n Wild palette. I actually have a Wet n Wild palette on the way. Well, I've got a couple on the way. I can't wait to try the Wet n Wild formula. I've been hearing amazing things about them, and it was really affordable. They don't really sell Wet n Wild here in the UK, so I went onto Amazon and I found it. So I'm very excited for those to come. The Lorac Pro 4 and the Anastasia Soft Glam. They're literally the exact same thing. And I know that neither of these are an affordable option, but a dupe is a dupe, right? So I just feel like the Pro 4 and the Soft Glam are basically the same kind of thing. Literally feels like with both of these palettes, even though they are beautiful and those shades are in demand, even though a lot of people complain that, you know, brands are bringing out the same kind of shades. The reason why they're bringing out the same kind of shades is because people keep on buying them. But I just kind of feel like with the Pro 4 and the Soft Glam that they are just reasons to continue on those particular lines. Like Pro 4, they know that it's going to sell because people already have the Pro 1, the Pro 2, the Pro 3, so they want to get the Pro 4. And same with the Anastasia line, people have the Subculture, they have the Modern Renaissance, they have the Prism, so why not get the Soft Glam? It's just reasons to continue on the line to get people to buy it, but then their businesses, what do you expect them to do? They're here to sell and to make money. That's, even though their passion might be cosmetics, the main goal is to make money. Let's just keep it 100. The Morphe blush palettes and the Anastasia blush palettes, these are literally the exact same. I thought that the Morphe ones were going to be a little bit cheaper than they actually are, but I feel like Morphe are bringing up their prices just a little bit here and there. They're not as affordable as they used to be, but that's okay because I haven't purchased anything from them anyway, so I'm not even really that bothered. And I think if I was to get anything from them, it will probably be one of their £15 palettes just to try out and see what they're saying. But yeah, these blush palettes are literally reminiscent of one another. They are very, very similar. They pretty much have the same shade ranges as one another. I guess, yes, the Morphe ones are a little bit cheaper, but they're not anything to say, well, they're a hell of a lot cheaper, but they're pretty much the same. And the last one is the Too Faced White Peach palette and the Face Candy Smoothie palette. This is one that I've literally just seen. I'm not too sure how much the Face Candy option is. It looks very interesting. I would get it, but I'm not too sure that this is my shade, like that these shades would complement my skin tone. So I don't know if it's just like a waste, but if you were looking to get that white peach palette, you have an option, a more affordable option, which is most definitely the smoothie palette. So those are all of my dupes. I'll definitely be finding some more. I know that this was of some palettes which are a little bit older, as well as some newer palettes, but I'm constantly on the lookout for new dupes. I'm going to try and incorporate some lipstick dupes as well, because I know I talk about a lot of highlighters, eyeshadows, anything that can really be in like palette form. I tend to talk about those more. So I'm going to try and incorporate more lipsticks and stuff like that if possible. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me on all of my socials linked down below. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.